Hey, welcome. I'm John Murphy from the Citrus County Chamber of Commerce, and I chair the Chamber's Government Affairs Committee. Each election cycle, we work hard to bring our members and really the citizens at large information about those candidates seeking public office. Today, we're going to have a conversation with one of our Board of County Commission candidates, and we're doing this individually with each one of the Board of County Commission candidates. There are 2 seats that are up this cycle. We've got District 2 and District 4. All of those running for office were invited for a sit down. We did have a county commission candidate for District 4, Jennifer Grogan, decline to participate, as well as incumbent Diana Finnegan from District 2. But with me today, we have Rebecca Bays. Welcome, Rebecca.
Well, good morning, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's just get into it. We want to hear a little bit about you and your candidacy and that sort of thing. So you're running for re-election for the District 4 seat. Tell us a little bit about what motivated you to run initially and now rerun for re-election.
Well, John, you and I have known each other for a very long time.
Absolutely.
Citrus County has been my home. It's a place where I have built lifelong friendships that are like family to me now. It's a great place to live. I've raised family here, started a couple of different businesses here, and Citrus County is a great place to call home. And we've done some great work, but there's still a lot of work to be done in Citrus County. And I think I have the experience. I've built those relationships and looking forward to continuing working for the people of Citrus County.
Great. That probably rolls perfectly right into the next question, right? There's no shortage of things that could grab our attention in our community and concerns of local government and such. But what are those top 3 priorities that you see coming into the next 4 years that you really want to focus on?
Well, we know growth is here. Do we let it plan for us, or do we plan for the growth? And, not planning is an option, and that's not the option that I choose. I think that we have to be very pragmatic in what we want, because I think it's top of the line for everybody. It's in the face that we want to be able to preserve the quality of life, the character that we have here. We're a very environmentally sensitive county. We want to protect our rivers and lakes and plan for the future. We want to make sure that we have a place that our children and grandchildren can call home, and that we leave a legacy that everybody's proud of.
Awesome. So, in that same vein, you mentioned the growth and the nature coast. We are the nature coast, right? And so residents are concerned about quality of life in our community as we're kind of moving forward. What is that one thing that's most important that you see that either we need to protect or something we need to change to kind of keep that quality of life that we currently enjoy in our community?
We have several challenges. Currently we have about an 80% residential tax burden. And if we really want to grow this community for the future generations, we have to look well into advance. And we have to create some opportunities that have higher wage jobs for our children and grandchildren. And we want to be able to shift part of that burden back to some commercial, industrial, financial support for the community. And again, we have to be very cautious about how we grow, but we have some great opportunities that I think I've worked on for the last several years. One of them being the Inverness Airport Industrial Park. That's a great opportunity for us to look at aviation opportunities. There's several other industries that we can look at that I think fit well into that. And as I do, we have several small industrial parks that have been around the community for many, many years. But we have to make sure that we stay in the forefront of getting the utilities in and making sure that we can do septic to sewer conversions, that we have the infrastructure in place, that we make it shovel ready, and that we try to reduce the regulatory burden on the businesses that we want to attract here.
Okay. Again, you're like teeing up the next question each time you say something. This is awesome. So think about that. We are the Chamber of Commerce, and we represent businesses of all, from that sole proprietorship up to, local businesses traded on the stock exchange and everything in between, right? So what is a strong local business community and a strong local economic environment look like for you? And then what do you think local government's role is in that, if any?
Again, I think the local government's role is helping those businesses get the regulatory issues out of the way. We want them to be successful. We want to make sure that they can succeed, because if we burden them with overregulation, we're just adding to the cost, which that gets passed on to the consumer at the end of the day. But
So the roles of local government in that whole process, if any, is just kind of keeping the moving barriers to entry out of the way. Is that?
Yeah, yes, I think we have to when we get to the permitting process, we have to be able to move them expeditiously through the system, getting them. So, and we have to have a workforce. You know, we have a big skills gap. Citrus County has one of the highest unemployment rates, but yet we have lots of people looking for employees, and we've got to connect the gap there. And I think maybe some educational training opportunities that we have working with WTC, forgot the name of the college, Central Florida College.
Well, Simpson, Kansas.
Yes. So I think we have some great opportunities, and I've been working, with Colleen Strickland over with the Coochie Tech, and we're making some real headway. And, I've always had this passion for the industrial park at the Inverness airport, and we're on our second phase of that right now. And I think that the opportunities that we have that will present itself there, doing some avionics. We look at one of the industries is there's no helicopter maintenance between Miami and Tallahassee. And that's something that we're looking at trying to potentially put at that location.
Okay, very good. Well, Rebecca, first, thank you for spending a couple minutes with us, helping our members kind of understand a little bit about you, your candidacy, and that sort of thing. I want to remind everybody, in addition to today's video, the Chamber of Commerce, one of the things that we're doing is we are hosting a live event where we'll have all of the candidates for the 2 county commission races be invited to be up on stage, and that is on July the 10th. That's a regular chamber luncheon. So please visit the Citrus County Chamber website for additional details, as well as registration information. Again, we'll have the 2 seats is Board of County Commission District 4, as well as District 2. Rebecca is seeking re-election in the District 4 seat. So again, thank you for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.